2 pairs and a free exam 5. It's not just a better deal, it's America's best.
Hello, this is Mike DePasquale.
My daughter was just in a really bad car wreck.
I'm sorry to hear that. Was anyone hurt?
My daughter, she was in the back seat. She's in the ambulance now.
Which hospital are they taking her to? If you'd like, I can meet you there right away.
I'm so glad we called Mike. His team fought hard to get us the money we needed. Mike settled my daughter's case for $175,000.
If you or a loved one has been hurt in an accident, we'll be by your side every step of the way. Call me. I've got this.
Call 785-444-4444.
Welcome back. It's time now for Just the Picks. Retired tennis champion Anna Kournikova is feeling mom life, especially in this sweet video of her dancing around the house with newborn daughter Lucy. But while the new mom was all smiles and she danced and showered Lucy with kisses, she wrote that she doesn't want her little one to inherit her dance moves. Hopefully little Lucy gets her forehand at least. Well, in our next half hour, the 25th anniversary of what the press called the cut heard round the world. A look back at Lorena Bobbitt's infamous attack on her husband, John Wayne Bobbitt. DailyMail.com is where the world gets its news, so if you're addicted and want more, make sure you check us out online and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you next time.
You're just too good, too good, too good for me. You're just so good, so good.
Hi, I'm Megan Jones with Jones Advisory Group, inviting you to tune into my new program, Money Matters, Monday mornings at 9 a.m. If you're nearing retirement or already there, you won't want to miss Money Matters, Monday mornings at 9. So set your DVR.
2 bulls were fighting. Bam, hit the truck.
I could feel the barbed wire was just digging into the paint.
Another ding, another scratch. It'll just be another chapter in the story.
Chevy Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road. Start your story. Get a total value of over $11,500 on this Silverado All-Star when you finance with GM Financial. See your Heart of America Chevy dealer today.
It's Memorial Day madness at the Mattress Hub, and the Cheap Sheep is ready to celebrate. Find huge savings store-wide on the best brands in sleep. Serta, Beautyrest, Sealy, and more, all from $300 up to $1,000 off with hot buys as low as $299. Or find Tempur-Pedic with savings up to $700 off, plus free delivery and no interest financing for 60 months. Shop local and save big. It's Memorial Day madness, only at the Mattress Hub.
Follow the Cheap Sheep to the Mattress Hub.
Midday in Kansas, weekdays at noon.
Coming up on Live at 5, millions are hitting the roads and skies this Memorial weekend. We'll show you how to cut costs at the pump. We'll give you an update on the fire at K-State's Hale Library. Plus, we'll show you a new local program that's the third of its kind in the nation aimed at helping veterans. And we've got some cuteness headed your way with the newest members of the Topeka Zoo. Get those stories and more starting right now. Hi there, and welcome into Live at 5. I'm Erica Hall. Memorial Day weekend is upon us, and we're all hoping for some good weather. Let's check in with Jeremy Goodwin out on the weather deck to see what's ahead.
Hi, Erica. We'll see dry weather and certainly feeling like summer across the area for Memorial Day weekend. Many people consider this the unofficial kickoff to summer, but all of May has really felt more like June with temperatures that have been above average every day except for May 20th, and almost every day have been upper 80s to near 90s. So here's what we have now. Upper 80s and even some low 90s. Manhattan 94 degrees, the latest temperature. None of these are record setting, but everybody's certainly way above average. An average high for today is 79. Topeka is 10 degrees above that right now. Manhattan is 15 degrees above that currently, and tomorrow should be even hotter. Sunday, upper 90s expected across the area. So the heat index values have been not extreme lately, a couple of degrees above the actual temperature with dew points in the mid to upper 60s. We don't see the heat index really jump like it does later in the summer when dew points are 74 and up at times. Capitol Federal Live Storm Tracker, all dry, likely to stay dry all weekend across our area. If you're traveling heading southeast across areas like Cape Girardeau down into the southeastern states, you'll likely deal with rain there. but in northeast Kansas and really the surrounding areas, dry weather expected. Our winds are fairly light, 10 to 15 miles per hour, and the temperature trend through the evening, staying very hot. Sunset 8:37 p.m. will fall up into the upper 70s by 10 o'clock, and that 10 p.m. number is close to a typical afternoon maximum temperature for this time of the day. Looking ahead to Memorial Day weekend, highs in the upper 90s, heat index chasing 100 degrees. Our next rain chance is Tuesday. Your full 8-day forecast is coming up.
Whew, that is hot. Well, it's good weather to hit the road, and millions of Americans are doing just that this Memorial Day weekend. 13's Grant Stevens is live out by an overpass on I-70 to show us how busy it really is out there. Hey, Grant.
Thanks, Erica. Well, I saw it this morning on my way into work today, and I'm seeing it now. Take a look just to the right, just to the left of me. You're seeing tons of cars traveling along I-70. That's where I'm standing here. And it's for a good reason. In fact, today is one of the busiest days of the entire year to travel on the roadways. According to a study done by TripAdvisor, 74% are going to be driving. So that means a lot longer road times and a lot more congested roadways. So if you're going to drive, make sure you're buckling up. Make sure you're moving over for emergency vehicles, and make sure you're driving the speed limit. With Kansas gas prices as expensive as they are, hovering around $2.70 a gallon, reducing your speed limit can drastically increase your miles per gallon. Remember, Kansas, stay safe, get where you're going this Memorial Day. From I-70 right next to it, Grant Stevens, Channel 13 News.
Thank you for that, Grant. Excellent work out there. Well, with more folks traveling, the Lawrence Police Department is reminding motorists to click it or ticket. The campaign is aimed at enforcing seatbelt use to help keep you and your family safe. Officers will be more intense about enforcing seatbelt laws, as well as distracted driving and other traffic safety violations, especially at night. LPD wants to remind folks that everyone from the front seat to the back, child and adult, need to remember to buckle up every trip, every time. Wichita police confirmed today that the body found yesterday in Harvey County is that of missing child Lucas Hernandez. KWCH in Wichita reports the Sedgwick County coroner positively identified remains found in rural Harvey County. Lucas had been missing since February 17th. Wichita police say Lucas's stepmother, Emily Glass, led a private investigator to a spot underneath a bridge near the town of Sedgwick. The private eye then called police. Glass is being held in the Sedgwick County Jail on a charge of obstruction of justice. Her bond is set at $250,000. Governor Collier proclaimed today, May 25th, as Kansas Missing Children's Day. Collier held a ceremony at the State House, along with the winners of the state's Missing Children's Poster Contest. 11-year-old Emma Johnson of Colby, Kansas, won the contest. This is her poster. She and her family, along with officials from the KBI and Attorney General, learned all about KBI investigations, from crime scene simulations to fingerprinting. They also helped raise awareness of child abductions and encourage students to actively think about their safety. According to the KBI, an average of 4,300 children are reported missing each year. Ahead of National Missing Children's Day, Senator Pat Roberts and Jerry Moran introduced the Kelsey Smith Act to help find missing persons. The act would help law enforcement save lives by requiring phone companies to provide call location information in emergency situations that involves the risk of death or serious physical harm. The legislation is named after Kelsey Smith, who was abducted in broad daylight from a Target store in Overland Park and murdered on June 2, 2007. So far, the act has been signed into law in 22 states. The 82-year-old suspect in a 2017 slaying is still waiting for a psychological evaluation. In February, a judge ordered Anthony Darcy to undergo an evaluation at Larned State Hospital. His lawyers were in court Thursday to find out why he hasn't had one yet. Shawnee County DA Mike Kage told 13 News Friday the hospital has a backlog and that Darcy is next on the list. Darcy is facing a charge of first-degree murder, accused of killing Stephen Snyder in August 2017. Police say Snyder and his 8-year-old son had gone to Darcy's home looking to buy it when Snyder was shot and killed. A shooting suspect is dead after police say an armed citizen took him down outside a popular restaurant in Oklahoma City last night. The Oklahoma City Police Department says the suspect walked into the Louis Grill and Bar around 6:30 and opened fire. Officials say 2 women, a mother and her daughter, were hit as they were trying to flee. Both were at the restaurant celebrating a birthday. Authorities say when the suspects exited the restaurant, he was confronted by a citizen who then shot and killed him with his own firearm. The two women were taken to an area hospital. Their condition was not released. The suspect has not been identified, and police have yet to give any motive for the shooting. Anyone headed over to the Central Park Pond to enjoy this weekend weather will need to take some extra precautions. Shawnee County Parks and Rec issued a blue-green algae watch today for the pond. Officials say the water may not be safe for people or animals, and people should avoid coming in contact with the algae. The algae has been found here before, back in 2012 and 2016. Officials have posted signs all around the pond alerting people to the hazard. President Trump announced yesterday that the planned summit with Kim Jong-un has been canceled because of critical comments coming out of North Korea. But as Mola Lenghi reports from the White House, that decision isn't exactly set in stone.
President Trump says a possible summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un could still happen.
We're going to see what happens. We're talking to them now.
It's almost a complete 180 from Thursday when the president announced he was withdrawing from the June 12 talks after critical comments from Pyongyang.
I believe that this is a tremendous setback for North Korea and indeed a setback for the world.
North Korea responded, saying it was willing to sit down with the U.S. at any time. This morning, the president called that a very nice statement.
We'll see what happens. It could even be the 12th. We're talking to them now. They very much want to do it. We'd like to do it. We're going to see what happens.
With any future meetings up in the air, the White House insists if one happens, staffers will be ready.
We're always going to be prepared, and if the meeting takes place on June 12th, we'll be ready. If it takes place on July 12th, we'll be ready.
President Trump was asked if North Korea was playing games when it called Vice President Mike Pence a political dummy and threatened a nuclear showdown.
Everybody plays games. You know that. You know that better than anybody.
North Korea said the president's decision to cancel the summit was unexpected. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, the White House.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who has led negotiations with North Korea, is scheduled to meet with President Trump today. Just in time to honor the fallen, the Memorial Park Cemetery has set up their 12th annual Wall of Tribute. The memorial walls are covered by a large white tent that's easy to spot at the northwest corner of the cemetery. Each wall is covered in hundreds of photographs of people have submitted. The tribute honors the heroes of local military and civil service leaders. The cemetery is also having a special Memorial Day service at 10 a.m. that will include the American Legion Freedom Riders.
People really enjoy seeing their loved ones or seeing other people in the community that they know memorialized this way. To be able to see a photo and see a name, see them in uniform makes it extra special.
The wall is open now and will remain open through Memorial Day from sunrise to sunset. You can submit your photos by visiting the cemetery's website. 2 wounded, and fortunately no one was killed as shots were fired inside an Indiana middle school earlier today. We go to Ralph Hipp in the newsroom with details. Hey, Ralph.
Right. Erica, another, and thank goodness on a smaller scale, but another incident, and those 2 wounded victims are in critical condition in Indiana tonight. Noblesville West Middle School was the scene of the nation's latest school shooting, as police in Noblesville say that the male student had asked to be excused from the classroom before coming back in with 2 handguns and began firing. At least one student saw a science teacher tackle that suspect to the ground. The shooter was then taken into custody just minutes later. Authorities say about 5 shots were randomly fired inside the building, no one particularly targeted. Both the victims are hospitalized, their conditions unknown at this hour. Disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein is now officially charged in New York with rape, sex abuse, criminal sex acts, and misconduct in the first criminal case stemming from scores of allegations against him. More than 80 women have accused Weinstein of sexual harassment, that he'd raped them. Weinstein was released on $1 million bail. He has to wear an electronic monitor, and he did surrender his passport. A National Park Service ground crew was spotted working on the site of a sinkhole, and it's formed on the north lawn of the White House. Washington's been through some heavy rainstorms this week, leading to the first collapse of the sinkhole. Crews are excavating that area. Then they say they plan to fill it in with dirt and gravel, and they'll resod the White House sinkhole area after the holidays. So those are our videos this Friday, Erica, in the World Watch, and we have more on the way, more of a look at our world on the CBS Evening News. It's coming up at 5:30.
All right, thanks so much, Ralph.
Okay.
850 people will have new jobs thanks to a new local program, and they aren't the only ones benefiting from it. Plus, we've got some penny pinching tips for travelers this weekend.
You want a car?
Oh, yeah!
No matter your game, Prairie Band Casino gives you more ways to play.
Prairie Band Casino and Resort.
Getting away, just the two of us. It's just what we needed. Having more fun than I even imagined. Unexpected adventures and discovering places that remind us why we love Kansas so much. Reconnecting, rejuvenating, unwinding. There's no place like Kansas for a special getaway together.
Plan your adventure today at TravelKS.com.
Today is my sister's birthday. She loves balloons and birthday candles. We used to be together. It was better then. Now we live in separate places. What I would really like is to find a home where we could be together again. I wonder if she's thinking about me.
There are thousands of children who need a home. Consider foster care or adoption.
Happy birthday, Amy.
TFI Family Services. Give us a call.
The new Honda Accord is the 2018 North American Car of the Year. That means Accord is the best car in America. It's also Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com overall best buy, making it the best deal in America. And right now, lease the award-winning Honda Accord starting at just $249 a month or 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. So for big deals on the American-built Honda Accord, see your Northeast Kansas Honda dealer today.
On my Tempur-Pedic, the sleep I get is better than any other mattress I've ever tried. I recommend my Tempur-Pedic to everybody.
The most highly recommended bed in America. Now ranked highest in customer satisfaction with mattresses by J.D. Power. And #1 in comfort, support, and value.
Now at Slumberland, get up to $700 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Pay no interest for 6 years and get $300 in bonus cash on qualifying mattresses. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Tastes great and satisfying. Support the Topeka Zoo while tasting samples from a variety of brewers. Head to the brew at the zoo.
You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Fall registration is around the corner for new K-Staters, and with online services down, it has some concern. Key websites and online services went down after a 3-alarm fire at the Hale Library which left severe water and smoke damage and took down most of the online services. Investigators say the fire was accidental and started on the roof. As of today, most online services on campus have been restored. University reps want to assure students that registration will go on as planned.
As you can imagine, we're getting ready to have orientation enrollment, which was going to go as planned. We want to assure people that deadlines will be waived, given where we are, and they just need to be patient and give us a couple more days to get our systems operational. We're hoping that by the first part of next week, everything is up and running.
The university hired disaster recovery experts to aid in assessment and cleanup. The Department of Affairs announced the opening of the nation's 3rd VA Crisis Call Center, and it's right here in Topeka. The opening of the Topeka Veterans Crisis Line follows 2 in Georgia and New York. Officials say the demand for a 3rd crisis center was high because around 20 veterans a day commit suicide. The call center will employ 850 people and hopes to reach more veterans in need.
We have high expectations for providing the highest quality services, answering the phone call as quickly as possible, being available to talk to everyone who calls with minimal to zero rollovers to our backup call center.
More information on how you can contact the Crisis Call Center can be found online at our website at WIBW.com. Your Memorial Day weekend is looking awesome for getting outside. Jeremy Goodwin is next with your full forecast.
So you guys have recently started dating? Yes.
Cool. I want to show you guys 3 Chevy SUVs. The first one is called the Trax. Great for when you move in together. And this is the Chevy Equinox. Perfect for when you 2 have your first kid.
Give me some time.
Okay. This is the Traverse. For when you have your 5 kids, 2 dogs, and 1 cat.
Whoa.
5?
Current competitive owners can get $5,000 below MSRP on this Chevy Equinox when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At Calhoun's Jewelers, our everyday pricing is so reasonable, we only have a sale twice a year. And May 1st through the 31st is our Spring into Summer store-wide sale. All month long, we'll offer 10 to 60% off just about everything in the store. So if you're getting engaged, need a special gift, or just love fine quality jewelry, plan on stopping by Calhoun's Jewelers during our Spring into Summer store-wide sale. But hurry, sale ends May 31st.
Long days and the sun is shining, having fun without even trying. Tomorrow seems so far away, saving our trouble for another day. Live it up, live it up, live it up. Whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh. Feel alive, I feel alive.
It's the 4-day-only digital sale. Through Monday, packages of Johnsonville smoked sausages are only $1.99.
More than half the people who die in car crashes in Kansas are not buckled up at the time of impact. Wearing your seatbelt will save you a ticket. It could also save your life. In Kansas, it's click it or ticket.
It's time, Topeka. It's time to save big.
It's Ed Bozart's Memorial Day sales event, where we'll pay your registration on any new vehicle purchase. How about a new Chevy Silverado LT Crew Cab for $12,000 off? Choose your model, color, and style and save up to $12,000 off MSRP. Plus, until May 31st, we'll pay your registration. With the best prices and the largest selection in Northeast Kansas, there's no reason to shop anywhere else. Get to Ed Bozart #1 Chevrolet this Memorial Day weekend and save.
This segment brought to you by Winston Brown Remodeling.
This is your 13 weather forecast with Jeremy Goodwin.
Sunny and hot again across northeast Kansas today. Temperatures making the upper 80s, even some 90s. Here's the view looking over toward I-470 and 470. And lots of traffic out there this evening as folks heading out and heading in for the Memorial Day weekend. That's the view from Menninger Hill, Capitol Federal Skycam. As you look at temperatures, it's already 94 in Manhattan, Topeka 89. It's been hot all month, so this is starting to seem normal. It's still not. An average high today is 79 in Topeka, 89, well above that, obviously. Manhattan 94, Clay Center at 92. And if you're heading out this weekend, enjoying the lake, this is Tuttle Creek Lake. Of course, we're looking at temperatures this weekend that should be scorching hot in the mid-90s tomorrow. Saturday, about 96. Sunday, 97. Heat index may chase 100 either day, but certainly scorching hot. And as you look ahead to Memorial Day, it is going to be warm, but not as hot as Saturday and Sunday. We'll be looking at high temperatures in the lower 90s on Memorial Day this Monday. And temperatures could be record-setting tomorrow. The record for tomorrow is 95. We'll probably go 96. Highs today across northeast Kansas. Manhattan did make 94 officially. Our official high, again, well above the average for this time of the year. And tomorrow should be just as hot, if not a little worse. Here's the Road Risk Index. Green car for the People's Insurance Group Road Risk Index all weekend. We're likely to stay dry and no weather-related hazards out there. Of course, lots of traffic, so watch out for the other guy in traffic as always. But Mother Nature cooperates. Here's the Capitol Federal Live Storm Tracker. No rain in our area at all. To the north, we've been watching some shower activity just north and west of Omaha. Not widespread by any means, but if you're traveling southeast, maybe to Cape Girardeau, Little Rock, Memphis, even down to Atlanta, that part of the country is going to stay in scattered storms likely the next few days. So this pattern will likely stay. And for us, our pattern is going to be hot, sunny, and dry with temperatures way above normal, possibly even record-setting tomorrow. Here's our supercast showing dry conditions tomorrow morning. Lows in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees, so starting off already pretty warm for this time of the year. And through the afternoon, just scorching hot. 96 Topeka, 97 in Manhattan. Jumping ahead to Sunday, upper 90s. It wouldn't be a total surprise if Concordia or Clay Center hit 100 degrees. On Sunday, it will certainly be close to it. And then Memorial Day, not as hot, but this is still running 13 degrees above average on Monday. Here's the 8-day outlook. Everything is hot there, even the end of May, and we're still officially in spring for a few more weeks. June officially begins on Friday, and the next Saturday, the heat remains with a high of 98. Erica.
Too hot. If you're planning on traveling this weekend, you haven't hit the road yet, listen up. Gas prices are at the highest level since 2014. We'll show you how to cut costs at the pump next.
Topeka Civic Theater's 6th annual Art of Murder on Friday, June 8th. Get your tickets at topekacivictheater.com and join us on Friday, June 8th in the beautiful Noto Arts District.
Life is hectic sometimes. Running to the store, running to my kids' ball games, then running home to fix dinner. I had neglected my teeth and I had neglected getting dental implants. I was afraid of how it would look. I was afraid of the pain. I am really glad that I went to the Dental Implant Center of Northeast Kansas. I was able to have my implants placed virtually pain-free, and I didn't have to run around to several different offices. I'm really glad that I took the first step and I contacted the Dental Implant Center of Northeast Kansas.
Bye, Miss Roberts.
Bye, sweetie. How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Bye, Miss Roberts.
Bye, sweetie. You make it for taking people to school. Bye, sweetie. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get Mustang and $3,000 cash back plus $1,000 military first responders appreciation cash for eligible buyers.
Stars Undercover will do just about anything.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Tonight, a YouTube superstar.
That's Bethany Moda.
Will eat crickets.
I can't do it.
But what happens when she has to beatbox?
I'm freaking out.
On the boulevard. New Celebrity Undercover Boss, CBS tonight.
Big Brother is turning 20, and the past 19 seasons have led to the biggest summer ever. Julie Chen hosts. Big Brother premieres June 27th.
Get ready to start your savings during Menards Race to Savings sale. Update your home with new flooring from Shaw. Citadel Vinyl Plank is waterproof and easy to install. $169 a square foot. The Lansbury Collection offers a tile look for $219 a square foot. Get the look of tile without the hassle with U-Tile from Max. This shower kit includes a shower door, base, walls, and shelf. $1,699. During Menards Race to Savings sale.
Save big money at Menards.
When it comes to buying a home, a lender can be so much more than just an interest rate. It can be with a name you trust and a professional who has spent a lifetime preparing for your needs. Right here, in your hometown. Capital Federal, then, now, always. For over 120 years.
This charming Midwestern family boasts 2.5 kids and walk-in in-laws. Perfect for the right agent with the right listing. Like this 3-bed colonial with in-law suite and cozy family room. We recommend what's right for you. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Gas prices are at their highest level since 2014. The pinch at the pump comes as millions hit the road for the holiday weekend, but there are ways to save. Chris Martinez has some tips for you.
Los Angeles drivers like Carrie Lou are dealing with some of the highest gas prices in the nation. So before Carrie fills up her pickup, she uses an app called Gas Buddy.
I'll look at the app and see what the prices are around the area.
There's an 84-cent spread in prices near Carrie, and the app shows her the station offering the best deal. Other apps like Gas Guru, Google Maps, and Waze can also help drivers find cheaper gas.
If I can save $20 every week, think about how much I save for the year.
Another way to save money on gas is to use less of it.
The faster you go, the more gas you burn.
Mike Quincy from Consumer Reports says slowing down 10 miles per hour can buy about 6 more miles per gallon.
Also, if you can go to a gas station that isn't right off the highway, but if you can go a little...
All right, well, we are back. 1 second. Consumer Reports also say getting rid of any extra junk in your trunk can lighten your car, which will burn less gas. Stick around, we've got another check on your Memorial Day weekend forecast. Plus, the Topeka Zoo will have some new faces splashing around soon. That's next.
Do you have any of these common home problems? They don't go away on their own, and they can steal value from your home. But one simple call can fix them all. So why waste another day worrying? Don't wait. Call Thrasher today.
You wouldn't choose an electrician or plumber by throwing darts, so why leave your choice of doctor up to chance?
I'm Dr. Raymond Datillo, owner of Flint Hills Heart Vascular and Vein Clinic in Manhattan. We're dedicated to the treatment of vascular disease and amputation prevention. I'm board certified in endovascular medicine and lecture around the country teaching other physicians the latest techniques on treatment of vascular disease. If you suffer from vascular disease and have been told you may need a leg amputation, don't leave your choice of doctor to chance. Call us. No referral is needed.
Cox has all my entertainment in one place. Using the Contour voice remote with direct access to Netflix, I can easily navigate my kingdom. Just say, The Crown.
Take the Cox Challenge. Get a better bundle with Contour TV, voice remote, and up to 100 megs internet. Just $89.99 a month. Now with easy access to Netflix without switching remotes.
I think it's clear who holds the crown for entertainment. Go online and take the Cox Challenge today.
It begins with a spark, which blossoms into an idea that is nurtured by the brightest minds in medicine. It becomes a promising option that provides light to patients who had none. And once the light is released, it spreads rapidly. This is the power of academic medicine. The University of Kansas Health System is uniquely committed to bringing its illumination to everyone in this region and beyond. Why would you go anywhere else?
This year's extremes in wet and dry weather and temperature swings are causing soil to shift and damaging foundations throughout our region. If you have wall cracks, uneven floors, doors, or windows that stick, call Thrasher today for a free inspection.
Be the dinosaur, right now at the Flint Hills Discovery Center.
You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Well, it's that time. Let's get our final check on weather.
Oh my, it is hot. Still officially spring. Here's what we have out there right now. An average high for today will be around 79 degrees. It's still 89 in Topeka. Manhattan's even hotter, 94. The highest average we have during the year is around 90 in late July and early August. So we're right about there, what would be typically the hottest time of the year. The heat index is not terrible because the dew points are really staying in the 60s. When we see the worst heat indexes later in the year, that's when the dew point's up in the 70s typically. For the weekend, for Saturday and Sunday, upper 90s. Could set a record high tomorrow. If you're heading out to the lake to enjoy the Memorial Day weekend, it's going to be hot. Make sure you stay hydrated, take breaks in the shade and air conditioning whenever you can. Of course, Memorial Day is on Monday. We'll see high temperatures remaining in the 90s. Not as hot on Monday, but low 90s expected. And we expect to see our next chance of rain on Tuesday and maybe Wednesday too.
Make sure to wear sunscreen. For a look at what you'll see on 13 News at 6, we go to Ralph Hipp in the newsroom.
Hi again, Erica. You know, there are two Veterans Administration crisis call centers. They're both on the east coast of the country. Now the third one is in the middle of the country, right here in Topeka, Kansas, at 21st and Gage. They cut the ribbon on it today. We'll take you there in a report from Cecilia Jenkins as Erica joins me for 13 News coming up at 6.
Is accurate. I will be here co-anchoring with you. Crowds will soon be roaring with excitement at the Topeka Zoo. The Sea Lion Splash opens to the public tomorrow. 2 Patagonian and 2 California sea lions will only be in town for 3 weeks, while you can stop by and see the new exhibit anytime during zoo hours. Special demonstrations will be held daily at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and every Thursday night at 6:30. The Sea Lion Splash will run through June 17th. And let us know about your good news. Call 272-NEWS. I've actually never seen a sea lion up close. Pretty cool.
They're coming here to see us, fortunately.
I don't know what the difference is between like a sea lion and just like a seal.
I believe seals are much smaller. I've actually seen seals. I think I've seen both of them.
They look the exact same to me. I don't know.
They're awesome. They're coming to see us.
Yeah. Well, that's all for Live at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next. We'll see you back here in a half hour for 13 News at 6.
Get the latest news, weather, and sports at WIBW.com or follow WIBW on Twitter, Facebook, and our mobile app. Thank you for making 13 News the most watched evening newscast.
Shots fired at a middle school. Here we go again, and it's just really, really, really unfortunate. 2 were wounded, including a teacher whose quick action may have prevented a bigger tragedy. Also tonight, Harvey Weinstein in court charged with rape. His accusers react.
What a sight that was to see him in handcuffs. I bet he never thought in a million years that's where he would be.
A big change in tone from North Korea. Could the summit be back on? Ben Tracy is the only U.S. broadcast correspondent to witness the demolition at North Korea's nuclear test site.
They plan to blow this up so they can no longer use it.
Taken down. Armed bystanders turned the tables on a gunman who shot up a restaurant. The first named storm of the season may bring flooding rains to the Gulf Coast this holiday weekend. And Steve Hartman is on the road.
He's just my best friend.
With a promposal that left everyone in tears.
You're gonna make me cry!
This is the CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor.
Good evening. We're going to begin tonight with something that's not supposed to happen at any school, never mind a middle school. A student taking guns into a classroom and opening fire. This incident today was north of Indianapolis. 2 were hurt, a student and a teacher. Tonight, the teacher is being called a hero for stopping the shooter and potentially preventing a larger tragedy. Adriana Diaz is in Noblesville, Indiana.
A terrifying situation.
It's become a routine sight. A mass student exodus, this time at Noblesville West Middle School, after explosions of gunfire pierced the halls.
The shooting was right next to us. We were all really scared. All my friends ran to the corner for safety.
Police Chief Kevin Jowett.
A male student asked to be excused from his class. He left the classroom. He then returned armed with 2 handguns.
Shortly after 9 a.m., a student gunman fired at least 4 shots in his 7th grade science class. Students say that's when their teacher, 30-year-old Jason Seaman, tackled the shooter and managed to swat the gun out of his hands.
We were all just screaming, "Oh my God."
Sammy Lovell was in the classroom.
His eyes were he looked just upset and very angry, but I don't think anyone knows why.
This is the 17th school shooting this year, the 4th this month. Last Friday, 10 people were killed by a 17-year-old student at Santa Fe High School in Texas. Back in Indiana, the alleged shooter is being held in police custody, while the teacher and student Ella Whistler are hospitalized with gunshot wounds. Seaman was shot 3 times in the stomach, hip, and arm. The former college football player, who doubles as the middle school football coach, is being hailed as a hero for putting himself between his students and the bullets. Karen Cantor-Reyes is a 7th grader.
What do you think about the sacrifice Mr. Seaman made?
I don't really know. I have no words for it because it was such an amazing act of caring.
Police haven't released a motive. Jeff, after the incident, the middle schoolers were bused from here to the high school, and there they had to go on lockdown again because the high school received threats. As for the hospitalized science teacher, in a statement, he thanked his students for their support and said, quote, "You're the reason that I teach."
Just amazing to hear what these students say this teacher did. Adriana, thank you. Harvey Weinstein was charged in New York City today with rape and other sex crimes. Weinstein surrendered to police and was led from court in handcuffs. Jerika Duncan was there this morning and has reaction from his accusers.
The lights and cameras are nothing new, but this scene was one Harvey Weinstein never wanted to play out. He ignored shouted questions as he walked with a limp into a New York City police precinct just blocks away from his once revered production company. The 66-year-old was placed in a jail cell for a half hour while his paperwork was processed.
Here we go.
When Weinstein reappeared, the man who was once the most powerful producer in Hollywood was in handcuffs, escorted to court to hear the charges, 2 counts of rape and 1 count of a criminal sexual act.
The defendant is to post $1 million cash or...
One of the charges stems in part from an alleged incident involving Lucia Evans. She told The New Yorker that when she was an aspiring actress, Weinstein forced her to perform oral sex on him in 2004 at his office. Court records state the second charge is connected